Traveler, Paimon, I'd like your assistance.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I have a few. There are some places.
Sure. We're...
I want to go back to. I believe there may. Are you worried that my worry?
Wow, Hazel.
The more cases. This should be approximately where you first encountered the goat. Of course, we cannot, but I'd like to go over.
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go.
And then what happened?
Then Paimon saw some. Exactly.
It's possible, even if she is a goat.
Wasn't she
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh.
Think about it. Besides,
That does make...
I believe there are only two but if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now. So, this...
But why would she want... Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim it... Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us?
Based solely... But this evidence, though...
Make my escape.
Have you found any leads yet?
Yeah, some tree branch...
I see. Aside from the if only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys. We heard you were out. Oh, that's rude.
Actually, we just asked the members if that lady is either a nasty evil spirit or formidable. But we...
We long it, which is why we want to, even though our...
The Chinju Forest covers a large area. Welcome to the team.
Don't worry, we're... Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of... shade cloth?
Yeah. There's a rough tear.
Branch?
Suppose that'll... When the shade cloth... Either she didn't...
But why...
I'm only Maybe she used it to create. Let's not worry about... Next,
Oh, I know. I asked the gang member.
Good. Let's go find out what's...
This is the place. They claim that...
We saw the very same...
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
I found some sort of... The inside of it...
Judging from the burned brother...
There's some strange powder in the crack. I picked some up.
I believe we're closing. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered, she possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely
Some small...
First and foremost, you were initially... Because you were already... That's when she pulled...
So, it was all just a show. She tricked us!
There is, however, still one loot. That couldn't have been a... She can only use
Whoa, that...
If we rule out the I know who the woman is.
We'll come along.
No. You should go back and tell the others not to... The truth has surfaced.
Okay. If you run into...
There shouldn't be any danger. Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
Can't touch me!
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
There she is. Paimon thought you were so... Who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
She's terrifying! Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time!
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
Your yokai that emerged from an object. When this type of yokai, and if the original body is destroyed, then the... Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda.
Chizuru, if you're a yokai... Besides!
Yes. That's why. That's why.
Sad?
I'm sure but they don't The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but people often we yokai when the dream. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say good.
Oh.
So,
I was hiding up, but those three, I didn't want them.
is that why you pretend? Oh.
My power has, but that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from, that's why I used my yoke.
Ah, so that, by the way.
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita?
The pair of Hagoita used by you gradually developed even with the yokai and if...
Excellent work. You figured it all out. Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden?
I apologize for causing you concern. Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaos...
So you're the one responsible.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not... I'll see you two later.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the 3rd round?
Miko, Lady Yae,
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Fest. That was when I saw you.
I remember
I went for a stroll on the... Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you.
You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh?
With your powers being so diminished, you must have been blaming yourself all this time.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know. But after they said, Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must people meet. Is it really worth?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with...
I felt happy.
But your ration... It turns out that...
What do you mean? The samurai...
True, but it is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamae. 500 years ago, Kamae and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments.
Oh.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, there's no reason to be upset by this.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
He told me I even know who the ghost... Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now...
Right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa... I gave it some real thought and realized that it might... That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Fest.
Hooray for...
Oh.
Can we really trust this guy with a...
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there. Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Ito!
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look, too. It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with me.
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito does have his moments. A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
All right, I'll...
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out! Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I...
Fishing.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is... Just the other day, I caught a fish...
That's an unusual...
Huh? A big...
Huh?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column.
Huh. What a coincidence.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out there and catch an even bigger fish. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, the string snapped. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you...
Don't worry. Let me show you it. Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon see this game in some light novels, but...
Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye.
Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
This ramen is so good.
Yes, it feels like it's been ages.
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so...
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt. Oh.
Yeah, Now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake in the hot pot.
Huh?
Oh,
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take...
by the way, were there any special...
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he
But Paimon wanted one.
All right, then I'll catch one for you.
Yay!
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a fest.
Hey now, it costs money to...
Fair enough.
All right.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being...
Don't get too close.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no...
I was surprised that you...
It would have been uninteresting. Besides...
Everything went according to plan.
Yes.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then, are you having a...
Yeah, it's...
The original Mikawa... because it's always more...
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you...
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through...
It's not that I know
Traveler, do you have a moment? All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me. Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So naturally, I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake. I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me. I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai, but instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu Yugen with you. I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu Yugen with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me, meaning you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish? Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is... I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
I'm so tall. Everyone else looks so tiny now.
When Ayato approached me about holding the Test of Courage event, it dawned on me that this would be the perfect opportunity to help Chizuru face her problem. Kamai and the samurai's parting was one of the first things she experienced when she was partially sentient and didn't have her human form yet. This was a very traumatic experience for her, and she could never come to grips with it by reasoning alone. The best option for her was to directly interact with humans. There's no need to feel sad. I believe she was content when she left us.
Bye.